Hello, if you just turn on this video, you are right on the best site, www.adepabeatsandcraft.com. There are so many things coming on this site very soon, but today I am going to teach you how to do so many different scarves. In Ghana we have a lot of scarves, but it looks like people don't know. Many people who watch me on TV, on many places, occasions, trade fair, Panafest, they love my scarf, the way I roll my scarf. And I'm taking this opportunity to do some few samples so that whenever you're going to a party or a dinner or any occasion, you could learn few of our local headgears. Now, if you want to do a particular headgear, it depends on the material, the size, the length, the texture of the material could help you come out with a beautiful style. Now, what I'm going to do right now is, let's take it, you are late and salon is not open, yet you have to go. So there are simple scarf that you can do to go out. Now, I have this material. Everybody knows about this scarf. Now, we use as a muffler sometime, but I'm going to use it to do a simple headgear that you can do either casual or for dressing. So no matter what you have to do is, it doesn't matter whether you have hair or not. Some people do, some don't. If you don't have enough hair for certain headgear, you can put on a cap. That will make it simple. Now, I want to do a simple headgear to carry on my day activities, to look good and walk around easy. Okay, so I am going to do a simple one. What I'll do is I'll put all my hair back. If you have a brush, you can just comb all your hair back to get this scarf done. So you quickly brush your hair. If you don't have enough hair too, you can use any cap to do it. So what I'm going to do, I need to comb all my hair back. Okay, now these are very simple ones we are going to do. Make sure that you divide the material into two exactly so that you can have a balanced roll with your headgear. So what I'm going to do is, I first put it here, and as you can see, I've just pressed it a little bit. You have to make it a little tight under it so that if in case somebody walk by you or something touch your hair, it doesn't come out. So I'm going to do it this way. And at the back, if you can see, because I have a little bit of hair, I'm going to just, bring it out so that I could get a lot of bow at the back. Okay, now I am going to use the first one. Don't push it yet, leave it on your forehead. Now, you take one side and you slowly move it around. That is the first step. And then you come back. Just try to hide the end somewhere here so that it doesn't hang out. Okay, now we see still some hanging, so I'll take it in. Beautiful. Now I'm going to use the other side to also come across, but try to turn it in a way that will make it easy to go around. So I'm going to just put this one on top of the first one. But you can see I move it just a little bit behind. So this is going back in the same way you hide it so that it doesn't hang up. We have styles that you can leave it hanging as a style, but for this one, we are going to just hide them. Okay, now that I have done this, you can see. Okay, I am going to do few style with this. Once it is done this way, if it's so tight on me, it depends on how tight you want it. Once you feel it yourself, you can do it. So now I'm going to move the upper part a little bit back and then the lower down a little bit back. Now if you want to push this, you can bring it ahead a little bit. Now you can have the simple headgear the whole day, walk around, and nothing's gonna happen to it. You can see at the back, it's simple. Now, if you want to also make it a little bit stylish, you can pull the whole thing back and then push one side. and make it like a hat hair gel. It looks very simple. You can push the back in and you can see from the side. I hope you like this simple one. Or even if you're still not really fun with it, you can still change the style and move it. Move this side down and move this side this way. See? And you can leave this side flat or you can raise it. Just touch it like that and it'll come out. And then you can leave this in hanging for style, but depending on how and where you're taking it, you can just push them in and just fit the style, and that's it. You have one hat. I hope you like it. You're welcome back again. We are still on the simple hair gears that you can wear for casuals, and sometimes just add a little bit of moves and sheets, and then you can get a style out of it. Okay, I am going to do another simple style, but this time I've moved all my hair up, and possibly you can weave it. If you have a long hair, just do a little bit of weave and then fold it in a little bit, hide it somewhere, and then you leave your hair up like that, everything. Okay, now we are going to use another simple material, but this time a little longer and it's a little lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'll first start from here and go back and come back, wrap it, keep wrapping, go and come back. You can choose to tie a knot, or you can twist it. You can twist it before you tie the knot so that it will be very neat and simple. So tie it so that it don't come out. You can do simple styles like that, and then make sure you push all the hair inside. If you have a pin, you can just pin it and hide it so that it doesn't come out. And you can do this. If you look at the side, you can push the hair back and press it a little bit. This is one simple style. Everybody always look at it and say, Mama Africa, can you teach me how to do this? It is very simple. Now, I'm going to move it aside just like I did the previous one, but this time with the hair out. Sometimes it depends on where you're going. If you're going to the stadium or you're going to somewhere that's not really important, but yet still you want to look fine, you can just leave the hair. Just leave it. You can leave the hair. Just find some pins and make it rough, or you can even hide the end of the hair here and just leave it on. See? Very simple. And there you go. Very simple. If you think it wants to come out, you can put some hair pins or stick inside, and you can look from behind. Very simple. And look at this side too. Or sometimes you can even leave the hair and twist it. You can leave the hair up, twist the hair, find something to tie it here, and you get some simple kind of afro look this side. Or you can try to hide it here, and you have your simple hair gel. I hope you find this also very simple and it can help you. You're welcome again. This time we are going to see how we can use our African print to do our hair gel. Sometimes you can have a jeans on with the African blouse, a nice stylish blouse made with African print, and you may want to do a full cover hair gel without leaving any of your hair out. There are so many styles you can do with that if you want to really cover the whole hair without leaving anything out. Sometimes too, you can just make your hair a little bushy to give the hair gel a little bit of body, because some people have the natural afro hair that makes the scarf look a little bit, you know, fully or bushy type. So we are going to use the African print this time to do another simple headgear. Because the other print is very light, it gives a particular size of the headgear. But if you want the Mama Africa hairdo gear style, then you have to use 1 yard of the African print. But what you do is the 1 yard, you cut it into 2 and then join it in the long way so that you can have enough material to do any wrap you want. Some people want it big, so the bigger you want your scarf, the bigger you cut the material, or the longer you sew it. Okay, if you look at this, it's so long, so long. That's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will start the first one with also the same thing at the middle, the joint part. This is the joint and that's the exact middle. So I'm going to start from this side. I want my scarf to look a little bushy, so I made my hair a little foamy inside. Okay, now I'm going to do it, and make sure you close all the hair. Don't leave any hair behind. Just make sure you close everything. Push the hair inside. If you have a weave on, please put in some pins before you start. Okay, so now this is it. You can see I have long wings both left and right. Okay, I'm going to start with one side. So this is how it goes. It has to go round and round, and as you're getting to the end, don't tighten it, loose it so that it will have some body here, and then you hide it. You see what I have? Some people can do a headgear and this is how they want it, just medium size. So you know from this end, you know the length of the material you have to use if you want it smaller. But if you want a bigger, then you have to, we are going to continue with this side. Try to arrange the material so well that you can have a nice pattern coming up. Okay, I'm going to continue with this without tying it. Make it a little loose, you know, as it goes. Make it a little loose. Don't tie it too much. And it's going. Try to hide everything. And then you come. And always don't forget, when you get it to the end, don't tie it too much. Don't tie it too much. Just a little bit. And you can see from the previous one I had was a little smaller. Now it's bigger. So if you want it more bigger, then you have to join a little bit of the material so that you can keep going and doing the wrap. So now that is finished, I can just push it all back and do the normal headgear everybody does for church, you already know it. And at the same time, you can just bring it back and just stretch this side. Now you tighten it, just tighten it. And tighten this side too. Make sure you push all the back before you press it back again. So you see what you have. I know this is my friend's favorite, and they always ask, how do you do it? Today you know how to do it, and it's very simple, very nice. All the hair is hiding. Or sometimes you can push everything at the front, tie and push the back and press it and make it like a little shape. You know, I know this is my favorite, that everybody see me all the time and they ask me, Mama Africa, will you teach me how to do it? Today you have seen it, and you can see it's very simple. It looks like a hat, it's a scarf, and if you look at this side too, this is how it looks like. This is very simple. You can do anytime, anywhere. Thank you. Okay, we are going to do another one again with the African print, and this time with a different hairstyle. Sometimes when you wear your local African wear, either the bubu or the so-called alata style. And there are so many simple styles you can do, especially when you are late and then you need to wrap up and go, yet you have to look nice. Okay, we are going to do another simple one, very simple one. So watch it. Also, it depends. If you want it bigger, don't forget your material should be very long. Let's take it 2 years. If you want it smaller, 1 yard. And if you want it additional big, then you can join more material, because the longer the material, the more you can wrap, and the more you wrap, the more your headgear becomes big. So we are going to do another simple one, and this is how I'm going to do it. The same measurement. Start from the exact middle. Okay, I'm going to put it like that. That is when you have already combed your hair or you have your cap wig on. So this is how I'm going to do. Just wrap it and make sure you tap the back all in so that it doesn't grab your hair. Okay, now this one, it's going to go around. The two of them are all going around. You have to keep going around until you get to the last point. And now you want to have, there are two things you can do here. You can either hold the two and wrap it. You know, you can wrap it this way and hide it. You can hide it. To get it just like that. Sometimes there's what people call mama swag. You know, it's an African way completely, but you can do something like this and wear your bubu or your alata style, they so called. Now I'm going to remove it and do the bow tie. If you don't want this, you can just the same style, just do your bow tie, tap it up, and then the next one you can make it this way, or you can turn it upside down and you can just lift here to make it like a hat, just a little bit. Or if you don't want it this way, you can just lift the whole thing back. Just lift it back a little bit and then press this side to tighten the whole thing. Tighten it on your right side, and then there you go, you have this. And even that, you can just leave this, press it here. If you have any pin, you can just use the pin to have this stand up a little bit. If you want it this way, you can do it. It depends on where you're going, you know. And then even if you don't want this, you can try to get a pin, you know, and just raise it up and use your pin, maybe a decorative pin, to hook here and hook there, and you have it that way. See, you have the two up. Or if this is not what you want, maybe you don't have forehead like I do, you can just lift the whole thing back like that. Just, and that's it. You have it at the back. Simple. Okay, you're welcome again. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to do another hair gel with a different hairstyle. The previous one, I push all my hair back to do the wrap. Now I'm going to do a simple one, and then I'll move on to the hairstyle one. The same scarf, I want to do a short scarf. So what you can do is just fold it like that, and then you go straight on your head, and then you come back with the two, cross it. It's a very simple one you can do, but make sure that you have combed the hair here so that it looks very nice. And this is a simple way you can wear with boo-boo or something. You can leave it straight like that. You can change it a little bit, or you can move to this side, depending. And even with this, you can choose to comb your hair back. If you want to have some style, you can comb your hair back. If you don't have enough hair, you can put on some cap, and so that you can get this, and it looks like a cap. You know, if you don't want the middle to come to, you can just press it down. Press your hair down, even if it's a cap, press it down. Or you can just bring the whole thing, hold on. You can just bring it back and leave this hanging here to leave some hangings depending on how you want your style. Or sometimes you can just push the back, push your hair back. Maybe, oh sorry, you can just tie it enough so you can move your hair back and comb it to one side to look different. I hope you like it. Okay, I'll be back.